They intend to use.
Yo, welcome to another day of people. Make sure y'all please hit that like button and hit the notification bell so y'all can get my content every time it drops. Now today we're gonna talk about your boy Lil Boosie and Ralo. Now we got two grown men on the internet going back and forth with each other about some little petty beef. That's how a lot of guys get killed. To me, I think it's so petty and dumb. What's wrong with you people out here, including you rap stars, superstars, multi-millionaires? What's wrong with y'all? Now, if you ask me, I honestly think they doing this for clout. They got to be doing this for clout. I understand that, nowadays on the internet, you can make up a story if you famous just to get some views on your content and you get paid for it. Because I just can't see two grown men going back and forth with each other on the internet. Ralo just got out of prison. Lil Boosie got a ban on, facing gun charges. He might be finna head to prison. So if you ask me, I think that's a sucker move by Ralo. But at the same time, let me tell y'all how it all started. Now, I believe Boosie kicked it off. Boosie went over there to the radio station and called Ralo a rat. So Ralo telling Lil Boosie, man, is we gonna sit down and talk about this, what you did, what you said about me at the radio station, or is we just gonna go to war? Lil Boosie, now, he been in the game for a while. Lil Boosie is claimed to be a real one. You know what I mean? I feel like Lil Boosie a real one. I feel like Lil Boosie cool, his music cool. I don't really listen to it. I don't really listen to Ralo. Now, I do listen to them, but not really. You know what I mean? Lil Boosie got a couple of hits. Ralo got a couple of hits that I listen to. I really think this shouldn't be going on, man, because both of them is like being watched by the feds. Now, anybody that ever been to the feds know this. You get out of the fed joint, you are being watched by the feds. I know this, and I've never even been to the feds. I only been to the state, and I know this. Boosie got the band on his leg. Ralo maybe still be on parole. So I think it's a sucker move for Ralo to do that and come at him like that when he could have just came at him like, man, I ain't no rat. Man, let's talk about this. I got all my paperwork. I can show I ain't no rat, this, that, and the other, right? But no, he want to run over to the internet just like everybody doing and, get on live and make a video about this and make a video about that, this, that, and the other, which is so crazy to me. Now, how we going to show these kids these days, man, that look up to us, how we going to show them that that's not the right road to go? We all know these kids, they looking up to us, and when they see this going on, they sit back and they say, so that's how they taking care of that. And then they go do the same thing that we out here doing. I think it's a shame, man. We got two grown men. It's not cool. Then you got Ralo on the internet. I guess he claiming to be embarrassing Lil Boosie about $10K for a free feature that Boosie did with him. You know what I mean? And Boosie denied the $10K, told him he can keep it. So I guess he thinking, that's supposed to do something, make him look good or something like that, man. First of all, man, I think that's all some sucker shit. That's why I believe this has got to be just for some clout. Now, I heard Ralo was a real dude. He always look out for his people in this community. Boosie, we all know Boosie. He always look out for his family and his people in his community. These two real dudes. I don't understand how two real dudes can get on the internet like children and instead of just hopping on the phone to sit down and talk about this and squash all the beef. I do follow Lil Boosie, on Facebook, and I remember like maybe 2 years ago, he had a birthday party, a big ass birthday bash at his crib, man, and he had, he had about 200 people in there. He had in his mansion. He had a room in the back. He had a room all the way in the back. Motherfuckers was in there. I would say about 60, 75 people up in the room. They all getting blunted out. They all sipping, pouring up. And they got the bottles everywhere. They got the good kush everywhere. I remember that. And Boosie was in the front, like all the way in the front of his mansion. Goddamn it, talking to another artist about business, about a song. They was rapping finna make a song. Boosie wasn't even in the back with these guys. Boosie was in the front. And you know what I mean? When Boosie walked through his crib, he had people hollering his name, Boosie, Boosie. He had all the pretty women walking up to him and everything, trying to kiss him and everything like that. Like, I believe Boosie is a boss, man. I ain't never throwing him under the bus. Now, that's why I just don't see, I don't think, I really don't think they gonna take this to another level, man, because for one, Boosie's a boss. I don't really know too much about Ralo. Ralo kind of seemed like, to me, he seemed like he not really a street dude. Now, I could be wrong. And, when he first went in there, the feds, I heard that he did snitch. Boosie wasn't the only person that was calling him a snitch. It was, damn near the whole industry was calling him a snitch. That's why he don't make a lot of songs with a lot of people no more. Before he went in, he was making songs with a lot of artists. So I think they should just cut this shit out, man. Sit down like some real gangsters. You know what I mean? Larry guys wouldn't accept that. Now, these days, ain't no structure. These are kids. These are kids throwing down the forks. And some of them, at the same time, they'll throw up the forks, throw down the forks. They renegades or whatever you have it. Man, whatever they is, I just call it fake as fuck. It's all about clicks nowadays. Back then, when there was structure, man, you would get your motherfucking head beat in. You would get a punkin' head. You would get put in that motherfucker full Nelson. If you're a real GD, you know how that shit go. You know what I mean? We wasn't accepting that shit back in the days. And I ain't even talking like I'm an OG. I'm really a young gangster. You know what I mean? But I'm an OG because I made it out of the hood. You know what I mean? I didn't get killed when I was 21, 23, 25. A lot of us don't make it out of No Love City where I'm from, the hood. A lot of us don't make it out the hood where I'm from. NLC, Chicago. On the south side of Chicago in the Inglewood area. A lot of us don't make it out of there. So that's why I call myself an OG. You know what I mean? I'm 39 years old. I'm known by a lot of guys in the city, a lot of the older guys. Now we got these young guys down there, man, in the city. They just, I don't know where in the hell they come from. I honestly never even seen them growing up or nothing. I never seen no pictures of them or nothing. I was just watching a vlog on YouTube, and these guys, they come from somewhere. I don't know who in the hell these guys is. A lot of my guys, they gone. Once they put that camera up, that camera didn't stop nothing. We still was over there getting it. But I believe the feds really cleaned that out because, man, once they shut down that part, everything was over with. The feds came through, the part got shut down, Little Famous Dex, he got rich, came up, they say he left him. This, that, and the other. And then, everything just broke loose. Motherfuckers just started moving around the city. Please take my advice, Ralo and Boosie. I know I might not be nobody to y'all. Y'all don't know who the hell I am. But if y'all see this video, man, please take my advice. Man, y'all know this shit is all about money. Man, fuck all that shit. Who cares if you a snitch? Now, snitching is acceptable. Don't nobody care if you a snitch. Look at the boy Gunna. Shit, he snitched, came straight home, dropped the album, made #1 on every chart, made #1 in streams, and did his thing. I'm talking about, man, that album was so fucking hot after he got out, and all the real niggas They was listening to that shit, and I'm sitting back listening. I'm sitting back looking like, damn, how's these real niggas, and I know some real niggas were listening to it. How's these guys sitting around listening to a rap? You know, so I wouldn't even trip if a motherfucker called me a rat nowadays. Honestly, motherfuckers call me a rat. I be hearing that shit all the time across the internet. Oh man, you a rat, or a motherfucker throw a little blow and try to play with your mind and say, oh man, woo woo, a rat, woo woo, and try to, you know, just play with your mind, this, that, and the other, and make you feel like you're a rat so you can come back to the city and they can just blow you down like you stupid. No, not me, partner. I use my brain. I ain't coming back to the city. Coming back to the city for what? And don't say I can't come back home, because ain't nothing at home for me. What's at home? What's on Emerald? My family, we all broke up. I talked to motherfucker on the phone, on FaceTime, this, that, and the other. Y'all know how that shit go. Ain't no reason for me to come around. My family got kids, wives, and they living their life. You know, I'm really born in the streets, and I know how this shit go. I really didn't jump off no porch, man. I really was born off the porch. Soon as I came out of the cootie cat, I was in the streets, man. 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Running with the bogus boys. Yeah. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm out there running with Dodging the Dick Boys. You know, back in like 1990, I'm 5 years old, 91, when Eazy-E made that, boom, I'd rather fuck you, who, yeah. You know that song, said I'd rather fuck with you, ooh. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about, back in them days, man. When Eazy was dropping that shit, NWA was dropping that gangster shit. You know, man, we need to bring that shit back. But I already know it ain't coming back. Let me get out my head, man. But yeah, for real though, man, this shit right here is crazy. Boosie not finna get himself in no bullshit. Boosie not finna condone in that shit. If he do, he dumb as hell. And I already know Boosie got a brain. Boosie not finna get into that shit, man. Boosie finna ignore that shit completely, but he ain't gonna let that shit go down. Boosie probably hit a motherfucker hand and get that boy up out of here, man. You can't play with no real niggas like Boosie. Boosie is a real nigga. He been in the game for a while. Boosie, Boosie had anger problems and all kind of shit. He just took on therapies and all kind of stuff, man. He done beat cancer, you know what I mean? And he's still out here. We know Ralo threw a slick shot at him talking about, oh man, I don't want to be 50, 60 years old on the stage rapping woo, 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 woo. Y'all don't believe me, man? Check this video out.
Signing artist and being a CEO of a label. Like, I'm gonna get old one day. I ain't trying to be on stage like Boosie rapping when he 40, 50 years old. I ain't trying to be doing that. I want to pull up like Birdman with my artists, or pull up like QCP with my artists, or you know, the other side, you know, all them old, you know, say their name. I don't care, but I don't answer to nobody but God. You hear me? I do not answer to nobody but God. So this tongue right here, this shit might say some shit that you probably just be like, oh, so tripping. I don't answer to nobody but God. So, and then I'm gonna say some pious shit. I'm gonna do the right thing by the people. I ain't gonna say no old bad shit. But I might slip and say some shit, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't telling y'all this follow the boots or nothing against me. I ain't telling y'all do that.
See, that's what I'm saying. We already know that's a sneak diss. It's totally a sneak diss, right? I mean, come on, dog. Like, man, why not just be a man and pick the phone up? Why get on the internet and do all of this and do that like you a kid, man? And you know you probably got kids watching this shit. I'm sure you got kids watching this shit. I mean, I know they can't watch it in their own account, but they mothers and fathers, they watching y'all, and they sitting back in the cut and they listening to this too. And they looking and watching and seeing what y'all doing. That's not a good example for the children, man. Grow up, like for real. Y'all too old for that shit. I mean, seriously, y'all is too old for that, and I think y'all know it. It's all about clout, dog. It's all about clout. That's all it's gotta be about. I believe that's all it's about, man. If it's not, then I say people ain't using their brain, dumb. It's something in the food, it's something in the water, or it's the fentanyl that's on the weed. And like I said, I'm gonna say that every episode of my show, man, because that's what I truly really think it is. I think it's something in the food we eating, the water we drinking, or the trees motherfuckers out here smoking. That fatty got motherfuckers brainless. You know, it could be fatty on the weed. I'm sure it is. It's, if you take medication, it's fatty in there. It's ruining the world, man. It's like literally destroying people's brains to where they not thinking. These people not thinking. You gotta use your brain, man. Boosie, you already know you've been going back and forth to jail, back and forth to jail, back and forth to jail. You got a band on your leg. If you go back and forth like you did on this one status that you just did, I want to show y'all this. Check this out what Boosie wrote about Ralo. Check it out.
I have not spoke on you in years. You still hurt by what you did? LOL. I'm grateful that I'm still making $150K a weekend and selling out shows. You don't have a rap career and would never have one. And you right, you should be a CEO. Because one thing you cannot do is make music. God did not give you that talent. Every other month, you mentioning me, shaking my head. Get me off your mind and stop using my name for clout. You got my line if you want to tell me something. I'm the same nigga did a verse and a video for free when you was locked up and refused to take the 10K you was trying to pay me. You get no points for shit like that. Anyway, I'm about to listen to beats and make some music. I just hope you not doing the same thing.
And this how Ralo came back. Check it out.
Auntie Boo Boo, I love you. And maybe we can sit and drink us a Coke 45 and talk. But you get on the internet telling the world I got your number, and you know damn well I've been in prison 6 years. You ran to the Breakfast Club before me and called me a rat in front of the whole world like it's against the street code to pay the bros to take a charge. You need to pay that security to take that gun charge for you like I tried to do, or maybe that's a snitch move, huh? I ain't dissing you, bitch. I'm just loving you publicly. Us nephews get like that when we miss our favorite aunts and uncles. So what we gonna do, we gonna have the sit down, or we just eventually gonna go to war. I'll pull up wherever with all my paperwork. Just tell me.
Two grown men arguing over the internet like kids. It don't make no sense. It's gotta be for some clout. It's gotta be, man. It's gotta be for Ralo. I know he just getting out of prison. And Boosie, he's still hot. He probably always gonna be hot. He been hot since he was, probably 20 years old or something like that. 19, 20, you know what I mean? And he's still hot. And I believe he just doing this probably, I hope he doing this probably just to get Ralo, since Ralo just coming home from prison, just to get him some views on his content. I mean, that's what it's got to be. If not, man, y'all better get right. Stop playing and wake up and smell the Folgers coffee because y'all gonna end up in prison doing a lethal injection type of deal. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. Or getting that life, double life, or getting that life plus 10, this, that, and the other. I don't want to see none of the superstars like that. I'm steady preaching to y'all. Y'all got my boy over here, Maurice, on Facebook doing sermons from 8 to 9. Y'all got YouTube. Y'all can watch sermons. And man, y'all can go to church. Y'all can buy books. Y'all, it's just so many resources and things out here y'all can do to get right with the Lord. I don't know why y'all not doing it, but people gonna be people, and I ain't really got nothing else to say about that. I ain't the judge. I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all wanna do. Now, I can honestly say I've been doing good. My face stay in the Bible, literally stay in the Bible. Every single day I get up, I read the Bible. I got tools, I got books. I can show y'all better than I can tell y'all. I got books. I can show y'all better than I can tell y'all. I got books. I got books that I read every day. Look at this. Check this out. This is cool to me. You feel me? Look at this. This today's. I just got done reading that, as y'all can see that. That's good food in the morning. September 5th. That's good food in the morning, if y'all can see that. I read this every morning. I just got this book, honestly. And, you know, I like these type of books because you can actually write you can write your thoughts. You know, let me show y'all. You can write your thoughts about what you think about God and His Word, and you know, you can write. Look at that. I writes, man. If you, I don't know if the date ain't on there, it just say day 2. Now I'm on day 2. I saved this to read for my lunch. You know, I already did my breakfast. Now this my lunch and this my dinner. This the Holy Bible here, man. You know, this is the Holy Bible. This is the best book. This is the best weapon that you can possibly have in your life. This is the best book you could possibly have in your life, man. You gotta get this food. You gotta get it. If you don't get it, you gonna get got. I ain't finna keep on preaching because I'm not a preacher. I might be a teacher, but I'm not really a preacher. So people gonna do what they want to do, and I'm gonna let them do it. I gotta let them do it. I'm not no judge. There you have it. Please make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel so y'all can be the first to get my content as it drops. I'm out of here. Pieces.
They intend to use it